Welcome, folks, to our next episode of Trek Simplified, Season 5. In today's episode, we will be covering, completely unexpected by me, but again, Memory Alpha, get your shit together. Today we'll be covering the Scimitar class ROMULAN warbird. Built at a secret base, the Scimitar was the keystone of Shinzon's plot to assassinate the Romulan Senate and assume the role of praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, something he could not have achieved without the support of the Romulan military. The Scimitar helped prove Shinzon's ambitions of attacking the Federation and ending the period of peace that had frustrated some Romulan generals. The Scimitar inflicted severe damage on the USS Enterprise E and Romulan reinforcements during the Battle in the Basen Rift. When Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Enterprise made a successful attempt to ram the Scimitar with his ship, the ROMULAN warbird was crippled. As Shinzon made a last-ditch effort to inflict a final act of malice against Picard, he ordered that the Thalaron generator aboard the ship be prepared to kill all life on the Enterprise before setting course for Earth. Though Captain Picard boarded the vessel in a failed attempt to disable the weapon, Lieutenant Commander Data of the Enterprise managed to board the Scimitar, where he transported Picard back to the Federation flagship. To save his shipmates on board the stricken Enterprise, Data sacrificed himself by firing a hand phaser into the Thalaron intermix chamber mere seconds before the weapon would have fired. This caused a catastrophic overload, which destroyed the ship. As for its technical data, it had a cloaking device. For its cloaking technology, the Scimitar's cloaking technology was, in the words of Geordi LaForge, in air quotes, perfect. It emitted no tachyons and left no residual antiprotons, the two ways that a cloaked ship could be tracked and located thus far. Thus, when cloaked, the Scimitar was virtually impossible to find. Only a chance impact by an opposing ship's weapons, or by targeting where the Scimitar's shots came from, could reveal its location, temporarily disrupting the cloak. The Scimitar could even deploy its weapons and deflector shields and travel at high warp speeds while cloaked. Actions which, with less advanced cloaking technology, necessitated decloaking or reduced the effectiveness of cloaking. Its maximum warp factor when cloaked exceeded that of a Sovereign-class starship. Speaking of its weaponry, having been designed for war, the Scimitar had 52 disruptor banks and 27 photon torpedo bays. The warbird was armed and prepared for seemingly any engagement, carrying roughly 5 times the armament of any other single ship. A Thalaron radiation weapon, with which it was also equipped, was capable of stripping the life off a planet within a matter of seconds. The single-mindedness of Shinzon's ambitions to inflict a crippling blow upon the Federation by killing Earth's whole population was his primary motivation for equipping so powerful a weapon on his ship. Before the weapon could be deployed, however, it took 7 minutes for the sequencing procedure to complete. The Scimitar also had a large complement of Scorpion-class attack fighters. As for its shielding technology, the Scimitar had primary and secondary shields. This allowed for redundant protection, giving it a backup shield. Even against the Enterprise E and 2 Romulan Valdor-type warbirds, the Scimitar still maintained a substantial tactical superiority. Last but not least, as for its interior design, the bridge of the Scimitar was radically different in design from any other vessel, though it did share the same basic layout as most Romulan starships. In the center of the room of the bridge was located the chair of the vessel's commanding officer. Behind his chair, both to the left and to the right, were consoles that required the operator to stand up. No sitting for you. Directly in front of the captain's chair were 2 more stations. The command chair itself contained a built-in replicator for the commanding officer's needs. Must have my tea and crumpets. When did the Romulans become British? I don't know. Directly behind the captain's chair was a flight of stairs that led to a higher level. Here, 2 more consoles were located, and access was provided to the Thaleron weapon room through a pair of doors. Last but not least, finishing off this breakdown, folks, we have the shuttle bay. The shuttle bay of the Scimitar was a large area with 2 decks. It featured several Scorpion-class attack fighters. The shuttle bay was completely destroyed when the saucer of the Enterprise E was crashed into the Scimitar. Okay, blah 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 blah. Anyway, guys, that about covers it for the Scimitar. As for my personal feelings, if you guys caught one of the last episodes, this is actually my favorite Romulan, air quotes, Romulan ship. It's actually a Riemann ship, but it's my favorite. It is a giant mass of fuck you, and I love it. It's great, and it looks cool. I love it so much. Yeah, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 stars. Hands down. Enough said. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. If you like what you see and you want to help support my work financially, check out the outro here in just a moment to find out that information. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I think we have maybe 1 more episode left, depending on how things go. We will have to wait and see. I think it's going to be one that is not technically a warship, but is still featured in it, and it's also the last breakdown on Memory Alpha that I could find that was complete enough for a video. So hope you guys will stick around for that as we mine for content. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Shockman. I've been your host and commentator. Thank you so much. Good night, good luck, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Secondly, if stream bucks are plentiful, please consider supporting the channel either by subscribing on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, or by grabbing some merch over at the Shock Shop. The links to all of these will be in the About section and in the description down below. Again, thank you to all of our supporters for all of the likes, shares, and views. I really appreciate it, and without all of you, our work here would not be possible. I'm Michael Shockman, folks. I've been your host and commentator, and remember, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we will see you guys all again soon in the next one. Peace off, everybody.